Spent the last 7 weeks walking, talking with the people. There are many pressing issues facing North Adams, but crime was far away number one. Today, North Adams' crime rate is 60% higher than the state's average. People now live in fear in the city they once considered to be safe. Many no longer go out after dark. There's simply no excuse for people having to live this way, especially when the city can find $700,000 pay raises, yet cannot find the money to fight crime in our city. Substandard housing is also a contributing factor to the increase in crime and drug dealing in North Adams. Instead of spending $44,000 to build a skateboard park, I'll use that money to fill the empty position in the health department and start cracking down on these property owners who don't care. Poor housing attracts an undesirable element to our city, which means more drugs and more crime. We simply have to put our priorities in order. A mayor must have credibility. You can't say one thing and do another. 4 years ago, Mayor Alcombright said he would never, ever shift the tax burden from commercial to residential. Last December, he did exactly what he said he would never do. Time Warner, Verizon, Walmart, National Grid all received nice tax breaks while the residential taxpayer saw their burden increase. If North Adams is going to expand its tax base and grow its economy, it must have a quality school system. For the past 3.5 years, the mayor and the school administrators have devoted all their time to getting a controversial county renovation project passed, and of course finding new space for the administration offices, which will cost the taxpayer $70,000 annually. Their time would have been better spent working on improving MCAS scores, which remain among the lowest in the state. This year, the school system has a dubious distinction of having the lowest SAT scores in the county. Our children deserve a quality education, and it's incumbent upon us to give them one. If we don't have a quality school system, North Adams will see no growth. If we can pass out $5,000 to $20,000 pay raises, we can hire a curriculum coordinator. When a mayor runs for re-election, he has to run on his record. Read his mailers. The embellishments and things he takes credit for are unbelievable. I have an action plan, vision, planning, and results. We'll make sure that the middle class of North Adams has a voice again. This election enters the final week. People have to ask themselves two questions. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Is North Adams better off today than it was 4 years ago? I humbly ask for your vote on Mayor November 5th. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to thank the media and certainly my opponent Bob Moulton and all of you who are listening to this debate. Councilor Moulton says a mayor must have credibility, and I think that I certainly do have credibility. But he also says, but I feel a mayor must have substance, and I still have not seen any action in his action plan, nor have I seen where he's assured us of any critical, assured us of any answers on any critical issues. On the financial front, I've cut the deficit from $2.6 million to $335,000. Are we an affordable place to live? Yes, we are. We're still the most affordable place to live in Berkshire County when including taxes, water, and sewer. My opponent raised taxes each of his 6 years on the council, so taxes will continue to raise. That is just an inevitable. On the educational front, we'll be opening a beautiful new state-of-the-art facility at Conti in September of 15, some $30 million, and the city will be taking on about $6 million of that. On the cultural front, we've done, with Mass Mocha, we worked with Wilco Sound Festival, with the Wilco Sound Festival and the Fresh Grass Festival, and MCLA's provided more growth in the downtown with Gallery 51 and the Press Gallery. On the social front, I retained our Health and Human Services Center. I pressed hard to keep our juvenile court. I pressed hard when BCAC was having difficulty in keeping the BCAC's office in North Adams. I acted quickly to verify and quell rumors on the RMV closing. On public safety, in April, we began with the district attorney, the state police, and the sheriff's department ramped up policing efforts. In July, these efforts began with great success, and they will continue. I've helped form, and I sit on a prescription drug heroin addiction task force, which is starting to look at the implications of opiate abuse and heroin use. We're not blind to these problems, and we're going to continue to work on them. Economic development, opened or expanded over 30 businesses since January of 11. We've solidified Crane. We kept the Breen Center open with $250,000 of tax revenue guaranteed over the next 10 years. Walmart's added 85 position. Ocean State job lots, I can go on and on. Unveiling our first our master planning process, and we'll move forward privatization of Heritage State Park. So what's for the next 2 years? Very simply, more of the same. I'm going to stay at the wheel of this bus. I'm going to fold in the rearview mirrors, look out the huge window in front of me, put the bus in drive, and keep my foot on the gas. I would really appreciate your vote on November 5th. Thank you very much.
And thank you. That was our